Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I'm from Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Middle East.
Yeah, the Middle East.
Okay. How long have you been in Japan?
I've been here for 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I'm studying abroad here.
Okay.
So I'm at Mitaka.
Mitaka.
Yeah.
Today I'm asking foreign people about culture shock, and I guess that you spend a lot of time here, so you get a lot of culture shock. So could you share some culture shock you get in Japan?
Yeah, for sure. So I feel like obviously the most important one is probably like the train system, like how everyone's like really quiet, because like back home we're always like on the phone talking. In terms of like clothing and like hair, people are like very put together, like more so than I expected. People don't really go around in like casual clothing, which is like not in this like the States. Everyone's like very casual.
What about in your country? Are they like culture like there is in Japan, especially in Tokyo? You see many various styles. What about in your country?
In my country, it's not. I would say like the new generation is getting more like fashionable and like exploring more. It's also quite modest, and I feel like Japan is also like Tokyo is quite modest too. Because I study in the US and it's very different. They wear a lot of revealing clothing, and here like if I wear like a short skirt, like it's not comfortable. People are more covered, and it's the same back home as well. So it's nice to kind of see like how creative the brands are here with like modest clothing, because you don't see that often in the US.
Okay.
But back home, I would say it's more like just typical jeans and a t-shirt. It's not very like artistic yet, but there's an upcoming scene now.
Okay. You are from Jordan and you are living in America.
Yeah.
And you're studying abroad here in Japan. So you experience very different cultures. So comparing those cultures, what was different for you and what was like good in each country?
So I would say like between like the US and Japan, like Japan, it's just so nice because it's so safe. Like I feel very at ease. I never do stuff alone in the US, but here I can like walk alone, go out and eat alone. And like at night as well, I can walk. So that's like a major plus here in Japan. In the US, I would say something that's really nice is that no one really cares. So like you can do whatever you want, look whatever way you want, and like no one will really care. Because like in Jordan, it's like a very small community, so everyone hears everything. But like in the US, you're like so small, like kind of like insignificant to everyone else.
In the future, where do you want to live?
I want to live back home.
Back home?
Yeah, in Jordan.
No, America, not Japan.
No, I would love to come and visit Japan like on the regular, and like the US as well. But yeah, ultimately, I love my home, my country. So I want to live back in the Middle East,
Lastly, could you promote about your own country to Japanese viewers a little bit?
Yeah, so Jordan is very nice. I highly recommend you come. We have very, very good food. We have like mansaf, it's our national dish. And there's a lot to do. So we have one of the 7 wonders. We have Petra. It's like the castle in between the sand blocks. My personal favorite is Wadi Rum, the red desert. It's like a very nice desert, and you can go stay in like bubbles or like igloos. So when you look up at night, you see all the stars because it's like a protected area. So there's like no buildings, no pollution. So it's like you can see shooting stars. And we also have the Red Sea. We have the Dead Sea. So you can go to the beach, you can go swim, do water sports, and then the Dead Sea, you can go float. So if you like the desert, but you also want to go to like the sea, good food, good people, Jordan is very nice.
Okay. So thank you for your recommendation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I'm from Poland.
Poland.
Yes.
So are you a tourist visiting?
Yes, I'm visiting Tokyo for 2 weeks. I'm a tourist here. I actually visited my friends who lives here.
Okay. Today I mainly ask about culture shock. So do you come up with some idea in terms of culture shock you got here?
Yeah, first of all, I have this impression that people here, they are very distant. They keep their privacy closed. Like they are not very open to each other. But I like that actually. It's a very private. You don't show up like outside your privacy, your intimacy. And also it gives me this feeling here that people are very calm and they know how to stay calm and to not show up their nerves and they are not aggressive. These are my feelings. Driving, for example, driving in Europe, people, they get very, very stressed. Here people are very calm. They would let other goes like pass by. They are very, very nice to each other. Like they know how to live in a social, in a community. They are very private, but in the same time, they live together as a group and kind of share the space with each other. They're not egoistic while it comes to using the common space of a town. And what's also interesting for me is that in a city there's a lot of shrines which are visited by people just during walking to work, so they can just get in for a second and pray for a few minutes to get a blessing for the day. And that's really nice. Like, you can have this small moment during the day to just stop for a second and get concentrated and maybe get some good energy and then go to work.
It is said that Japanese people are not religious. From the perspective of Polish person, like, did you think that they go there like for like religious purpose?
Maybe it's not religious. Maybe it's more about to get good energy for the day, that kind of a thing. But I don't find that very strict with the religious rules and everything. I just think it's more like the good start of a day thing. Maybe I don't know if it's right, but that's my impression.
Okay, so do people in Poland go to like church?
Yes, because Poland is 98% Christians, Catholic religion. Mainly older people, they would go every Sunday for a mass, for 1 hour ceremony. And younger people like me, only for the occasions like weddings, like some very private ceremonies, every few months or once a year, for example.
Okay. Young people don't go there so much.
Not really, yeah.
So do you think that Polish people are religious?
Yes.
Really?
They are religious, and they're
even young people.
Even young people, even if they don't go to church, they follow the religious rules very often. Also, in Poland, the religion is very much connected with the everyday life, with the weekly schedule. It's a holiday, for the Christians, a Sunday. So yes, I think pretty much in Poland is very much connected with religion. Even now, the younger people, they a little bit more get distance from Catholic Church, but it's still a huge part of our lives.
So like coming from Poland, in which there are only most one religion, and visiting other religions, temple shrines, what did you feel?
I like it. They're much more open-minded, I think, when it comes to the whole religion thing. Because you have Buddhism, you have Shinto, right? And I like also that the religions here, they are not really, maybe it's not true, maybe it's just my impression. It's not very much about super religious God stuff. In Catholic Church, people are super focused on the God, like he's the only ruler and you have to follow his rules. Here is more about the energy and to get the blessing. It's not that strict. You know what I mean? Yeah, because the Catholic Church is super strict. Here I feel that it's more about how you feel in your soul, how you get the energy. That's my impression.
So you almost finished your trip in Japan. You are going back to your home. So did you get something to bring back to your home?
Especially I got this. I'm super relaxed after being here because, as I said before, people here, they do not show up any anger outside. They don't show up that they're stressed. So for me, it was a very peaceful trip. I rest a lot and I have this Japanese energy now. Which gives me, I'm super calm. So everything is calm here and I bring this calmness with me to Poland. Yes, spread that. You don't need to be that stressed.
Okay, you get that as a souvenir.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So it was very nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It was very nice.
Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Are you visiting or living here?
Visiting. I have a tourist visa, so I'll be here until June.
Okay. What made you decide to take this trip?
I'm glad you asked. My best friend is Japanese from the United States, and we grew up a house apart from each other. And so I grew up around the culture. He always used to buy me Pokemon cards in Japan and bringing them to me. And so I fell in love with the culture, and I said, you know what? Let's see what this is about. So I sold everything I own and decided to visit Japan and a couple other countries.
So where have you been so far?
So in Tokyo, I stayed there for a month and explored Kamakura. I went to Kofu, Japan, just spent a week there in a random hostel to see what it was like. And then I made my way up here where I will be staying in Azumino, Japan.
Okay. So you are enjoying nature, like rural Japan too?
Yeah, because in Las Vegas there's not very much nature. It's desert.
Desert?
Desert everywhere.
Okay.
I think a year or two ago it was 285 days since it rained.
Okay.
Yeah.
Japanese people tend to associate Las Vegas with a casino, but it's not actually.
No, there's a lot more than just the casinos. That is a big part of our culture, but
some Japanese people, when you say you are from Las Vegas, and they are like, Wow, you are living casino?
Oh yeah, a lot of Japanese people think I live in a casino and that we all live in the casinos, but no, the housing is all around the Las Vegas, what we call the Las Vegas Strip. Yeah.
I see. Today's main topic is culture shock. So it is your first time abroad, not only in Japan. So there must be some culture shock, right? So what was your cultural shock when you came here?
All the stairs. Oh my goodness. In Las Vegas, it's flat everywhere. So I'm not used to having to walk everywhere because we drive everywhere. So getting used to the subway system and how that worked was something that kind of blew my mind. I just couldn't wrap my head around it the first couple weeks.
Okay.
The main culture shock is I see everybody on their phones. On the train and stuff like that. We're in the USA, people are talking with each other. I mean, it's very interesting. That was the most culture shock thing that I've ever seen in Japan so far.
Like some Japanese people are with a group of friends, but each of them watch phone.
Yeah, and I'll be on a train in Tokyo and every single person is on their phone. I mean, no one's talking to each other.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's just from big cities. I don't know what that's like in the other parts of Japan.
Experiencing this trip, what did you like the most about Japan, Japanese culture?
The kindness of the Japanese people is something that I have really enjoyed, even though not everyone is as openly talkative as I'm used to.
Okay. Lastly, what do you want to say to people who want to visit Japan?
Do it. Just go. I went to Lake Suwa, Japan yesterday. It was incredible. I saw the anime Your Name. And I went to Tatashi Park. And it was amazing. Beautiful view, beautiful sights. I liked Tokyo, but I think I liked the nature a little bit more. So if you get a chance, don't stick just into Tokyo. Go see the rest of Japan because there's a loud, vibrant culture here.
Okay. So it was very nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。いかがだったでしょうか。動画のご感想やテーマのご要望などコメント欄で教えていただけますと幸いです。たくさんのコメントお待ちしております。チャンネル登録の際は通知ボタンもお忘れなく。